We've been going 24 hours on this mission trying to get some form of food around the fire. I'm starving, I had nothing to eat all day. That rod just went spastic and pulled up. What have we got a fish on? There's a whale right on the edge of the shoreline here. Look at this. What a place to wake up. What is going on, my doggies? Welcome back to another one. Hey, it is one hell of a morning right now. Sun is rising over there in the east. We have got some incredibly good looking fishing ground out the back here. What the jam is in this episode, we are going on a solo camping mission. I want to see if we can get an absolute slob of a fish on the deck tonight. First things first, I want to catch some bait, and the bait has got to be fresh. So we're going to steam out here in this icy cold water. There's a lot of swell. It's a high tide. We're going to get wet. We're going to get soaking. But first things first, I want to see if we can get a little bit of bait on the deck. Woo-hoo-hoo! Look at that! Look at that sunrise right there. We've got a fishing rod. We've got a backpack. And that's all we've got. We've got endless amounts of coastline to fish. Way down there. We've got all the way down there. This is how every morning should be started. Don't know if you guys can see that out there, but there's a lot of swell. We're gonna get wet. It's gonna be cold, but it's gonna be worth it. All we've got to do, see if we can get a couple of big slobs on the deck this morning. If we can achieve that, we're sort of setting ourselves up for one hell of an adventure. Let's get out here. Let's start piffing a few lures. Look at this. It's looking real good. Bah! Bah! Woo! Bah! Bah! Say! Woo! Bah! Bah! Come on, where's the fish at? A little bit of an update. We've been walking for probably 40 minutes. Haven't even had one fish on the deck. Haven't even had a fish have a sniff. Nothing. So it's about to turn into an absolute chaotic morning. We've got to get some fresh bait. I don't want to be buying bait. We've got to find bait. We've got to catch bait. All right, we're out of here. Let the mission begin. Now we've really got to go and find a little bit of bait for this mission. Look at it, how good it looks out there. It looks incredibly good, but just no fish, man. I don't know what's going on. It's going to be one of those days, I guess. Oh, a little bit of a hill climb coming up here. We're going to flatfoot the troopy, eh? Up you get, big rig. Easy does it, eh? Look at the views. I walked basically from up there all the way down there just then, fishing that whole back of the reef. No good. Alright, now this here has turned into quite the adventure. Actually have no idea where I'm going right now. We've got no fishing bait for tonight. I'm still going to keep trying to get some form of a bait, but the time right now is 11:29, so that morning fishing session has kind of disappeared. We are way out whoop whoop bush right now, and we're just creeping the troopy through these little tracks. Never been here before, we're just exploring. Hopefully this will shoot us out onto the coast. Once we get to the coast, we should be able to find ourselves a little bit of fishing bait, but for now we're just creeping through these little tracks. It's pretty fun, giving the troopy a bit of a scratch up, but that's all good. Alright, the time is getting away from me right now. I've been up and down the coast, driving around like a headless chook for way too long. I can't find any fish. I've been fishing with a noodle rod, I don't know, can't find any fish. So what we're gonna do is, we're gonna chuck on a little bit of dive gear. There's a little reef about 50 meters out the back. We're gonna punch out to that reef. Hopefully, fingers crossed, that's where we're gonna gather a little bit of bait or a little bit of a feed. Just gonna take a cray snare, go out there, have a look. If there's fish, we'll come back and get a spear gun. But that's where we're at right now, doggies. This water out here is far from clean. It's very bloody dirty. Visibility is probably going to be about a meter, but we're going in. Oh, that water's so nice, man. All right, I'm going to jump in there, see if we can get a couple of crayfish. That little ledge out the back over there, that's where we're going. There are so many bloody crayfish out here, but none of them are size. Like, they're all this much too small. So hard to get a size crayfish right now. I've been out here for bloody hours. Would have caught about 10, 20 little crayfish, but they're all just like this much too small. I'm just gonna go for another 10, 20 minutes. If we don't get anything, we're gonna have to change plans because that sun's gonna be setting pretty soon. We have got no food on the deck right now. This ain't good, doggies. Oh my. How embarrassing. All right, just went out for a little bit of a dive. Or I'm not gonna call it a dive, we'll call it a swim because we've come in with no crayfish. We would have caught about, I don't know, 10, 15 little crayfish, but all of them undersized. Not many crays out there at all. So, now what we're doing, this is just turning into an absolute shit show. Now what we're doing is, we're punching up the coast to the north. We've got a long drive along this bumpy ass track to get to the Mulloway honey hole. I wasn't gonna go there, but the way that this day's going right now, mate, we need all the luck we can get. So I'm gonna punch pretty far north to my little honey hole and see what time we get there. Right now the time is 4:46 in the afternoon. We're on a bumpy track. It's gonna take me about, I'll probably get there just on sunset. So fingers crossed there's no seaweed. Welcome to the life of field day when nothing goes to plan. It's a bloody good day, I'm having fun, but the mission is to get a slob on the deck, and right now we ain't got nothing on the deck. Look at these little crabs, there's like hundreds of crabs on the track right now. Get out of the way, little doggies, we're coming in hot. We got fish to catch. Oi! Oh, I nearly hit that one. Look at them all. Look at these crabs, man. They're all over the place. Hey, get out of the way. Look at that one. Get off the track. We got no crayfish for dinner. We got no fish for bait. That in the background right there is like 2 hours of sunlight left and it's gonna be dark. So, got to make a decision. What I'm doing is we are punching it north towards the honey hole. One of my favorite Mulloway spots. I don't even know if we're gonna get a Mulloway because it's going, the Silver Ghost. It is going, this video is going in that direction. It's going in that downhill direction, but we're not giving up, doggies. Giving up is not an option. Made it just in the nick of time. That was a banging sunset. I just threw the drone up in the air. I had a little bit of a scout for seaweed. We've got a little bit of seaweed in the water right now, so it's not good, but I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna wet a line. I've got a dirty, old, disgusting tailor in the freezer of the car. I'm gonna use that for bait, and we're just gonna send out a line and see what happens. I'm gonna start a fire, cook up a bit of a feed. I'm starving, I had nothing to eat all day. Let's get it done. Down the back there, we have got a beautiful little fire going on. What I want to do there is just get a nice bed of coals, because like I said, we're going to cook up a hella damper. I've eaten no food today. I was hoping we'd be able to have a little crayfish around the fire, but that didn't bloody happen, did it? So what I'm doing here is I'm just snelling up 2 7/0 hooks. So it's a snelled rig, one hook there, one hook down there. That is it, as simple as that. Same as always, runs down to a 3-way swivel. On the end of that 3-way swivel is a star sinker like that. That's it, mate, it's simple. I'm gonna lob this out into the seaweed. See how we go. We're just gonna get seaweed. No, you never know. Big, massive tides right now. It's like super, super low tide. So when that tide starts filling in, that weed's gonna move around a lot. We'll just see how we go. That is what we're gonna be using for bait. That is a juicy tailor. It's a good sized tailor. You can see I've used a little bit of it last time we were fishing. That's why I didn't want to use this. This tailor goes like soft and mushy when you freeze it. That's why this morning we were trying to get a fresh one, but as you guys obviously know, we didn't get jack. So I'm just gonna slice a big section of that tailor off there, bust that on those hooks, send it out, and sit back around that fire. Hey, 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 hey! Oh, have we got a fish on? Have we got fish on? Oh, have we got fish on? We've got bloody fish on! It's only 6:57 at night, my doggies. Holy smokes, we've got something on here. We have got something on here. 6:57, it's not even dark. There's a little bit of light out the back there. This rod just went spastic. Get up here, you big rig. Oh, hook's pulled. What happened just then? All right, we just pulled the hooks. Well, there's a little bit of excitement for the afternoon. 6:57 at night, the first rod goes screaming, goes crazy. And what that was a shark. It was actually probably about a metre long. It would have been beautiful eating around the fire, this arvo. First thing I went through my head when I seen it, I was like, we could eat that thing up. But yeah, I pulled the hooks right on the beach there, right on the shore. Just pulled that last hook out of his mouth. I don't know what happened, but I'm gonna take another chunk of that bait there, send it back out. Good start, with no seaweed whatsoever was on that line just then, just the shark. So, better than nothing. Go again, go again. Go again. Go, 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 go. There's a fish there. There is a fish on that rod, man. That rod just went spastic and pulled up. I reckon there's a fish on it. What's going on here? Go, 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 go. Oh, get that hook in him. Ah, ah. All right, we've got something on here. Definitely got something on here. It's not big. Good head shakes. Oh, very good head shakes. It's not a big slob, but we got fish on, doggies. Time check, 7:16, dude. That's not even far from when we got the last fish. All right, he's in that wave there. He ain't a monster, but he's a good little head shaker. Where's he at? Oh, you're joking! How embarrassing! That is a disgustingly big catfish right there. Look at the size of him. That's a big catfish. We ate one of these an episode ago and they taste like mud. They taste so bad. So this thing's going straight back. Next wave is going in. Look at that thing, big dirty catfish. All right, mate, I'll see you never. No, don't come back. There you go. How's my form, eh? I'm going, hey, it's got good head shakes and it's a bloody catfish. That's not, I'd rather catch sharks than catfish every day of the week. You don't want to be catching catfish out here. Anyway, we've got one catfish. I just sent out another bait. It's not even 7:30 at night yet. We've got one shark, we've got one catfish. Oi, we could be in for an absolutely beautiful afternoon's fishing. If we get that silver ghost on the deck, I'll be frothing. All I want to do is finish my coffee. I made a coffee. I just want to finish my coffee, but I'm getting rudely interrupted by these fish out here. Righto, here we go. Welcome to the kitchen. We're about to cook one hell of a bush bread out here right now. What we've got is, we've got a camp oven, beautiful and clean inside there. A little bit of flour. We've got a lightly sparkling drink. So instead of putting water, I'm gonna put like carbonated water, cold water inside this. Here, I've got a heap of chopped up garlic on that chopping board. We're gonna make bush garlic bread. I've got a little bit of butter in the fridge. This is gonna be incredibly good. We've done this once in an episode back in the day, and I'm absolutely craving it right now. I've eaten nothing for the entire day. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna mix this mix up inside the camp oven. So we're just gonna dump in a bit of flour. We're gonna get this drink. What these little bubbles in this drink does, it sort of like aerates it, and it makes it really fluffy and beautiful and delicious. So we just put a little bit in like that. Grab our good old fork, and we're gonna mix him up. Look at this. Last time we made this garlic damper or garlic bush bread, it was amazing. It was when we were eating mud crabs around a fire. Hopefully this time it's eating silver ghost around a fire. Gotta watch that rod, eh? A little bit of action tonight already. Dude, I legitimately just said a little bit of action tonight already. and the rod went spastic. Look, we got a fish on, we got fish on. Fish on, fish on. Ugh. Ugh. We got fish on. I was just making that damper and I said, a little bit of action tonight. And then boom. All right, what do we got here? It's not big, it's not small. Oh, it feels like, am I calling catfish? What do we got here? There it is. Another bloody catfish. That's a big one, man. We don't want these. It's definitely not what we want, but it's pretty, they're actually a beautiful fish. Look how silver that thing is. He's a big dog, man. He's going back. It's definitely not what we want. And you definitely don't want to be standing on that spine there. That'll mess you up. All right, mate, all right, mate, all right, mate. You're going back. Come here. Oh, he's a lively one. Yeah, mate. Whoosh. See ya, buddy. Straight back in the drink. Bloody catfish. There's another catfish on the deck. That's not what we want. There's one can of bubbly water gone. We keep mixing this up. It's starting to look like a little bit of a bread consistency now. Chuck this garlic, grab all that garlic. Chuck all that garlic in there. Himalayan rock salt, or whatever this salt is. Generous amount of salt in here. I've got a couple of sultanas in the back of the car there. We could have made a sweet one, but I'm not a fan of sweet food. I love savoury, eh? A little bit of garlic bread around the fire while we're soaking a bait. That's the way to do it, eh? Alright, that'll do. Damper is just about done. It's gonna give him a little bit of this. A little bit of flour up there. Oh man, it's gonna be that good. All right, we're gonna let him sit there for a little while. I'll clean up this camp oven. We're gonna be on. They are some extremely good cooking coals. Don't need too many. That's probably too much already. It's a little bit like that on the bottom. Boom. Come over here, grab our knife. I'm gonna slice a little bit of a, we'll slice across in this one. Just because we're going full bakery style. Just like that. Pick the big boy up. Oh man, he's big. Drop him in. That there is going to be incredible. Put that on them coals. Where's my lid at? Lid, filthy on one side, sparkling clean on the other. Put that on there. Couple more coals on top. Heaps. That's probably too much, but we'll see how we go. No, that's too much. That's gonna burn. All right, that'll do. We're cooking. You have got to be joking, man. All I want to do is cook a bit of damper. We're on again. What's going on here? Ugh. No. My biggest fears have come true. Look at this mess. The seaweed is moving in. Look at the size of this bloody thing. That is a lot of seaweed right there. The time right now is 8:55 at night. We had a good run when we had that clean water, but now this ain't good. We've got a lot of seaweed. Look at that bait. That bait hasn't even been touched. It's been covered in seaweed. That's not good. I'm gonna bring up the rod for a little while. Hopefully the weed passes and we'll get another bait out there in a little while. Come on, you big rig. That seaweed has moved in for sure. I can't even move this big slob of a bit of seaweed right now. We've got seaweed problems, big seaweed problems. Some time has passed since we saw each other last. Look, seaweed has moved in, my doggies. We've got some serious seaweed out the back there right now. Every time I put a line out, it is just proper clumps of seaweed on there. So we had a pretty good run around that 7 o'clock mark, and then it just went no good. Time right now, 10:02 at night. I've been putting the damper on and off the fire, very slowly cooking it, but this is the situation down here. That's where I'm sitting. Got me cold drink over here. Got our damper down here. I reckon that damper should just about be done though, so let's have a look. Oh, that's well and truly done. Look at that. That's our garlic bread right there. All right, we'll get that off. Have another look at that. Ready, set. You're kidding. Now that is bush bread, if I've ever seen bush bread. Perfect. Get rid of them coals. Here it is. The beautiful bit of bush bread. It's looking good. Let's cut it in half, see if we've nailed it or not. Nice crunchy top. Oh yeah. That is cooked to perfection. Oh, this is gonna be that good. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna rip off a chunk like that. Got a little butter, got a little bit of butter down here. Just take off a slice of that butter. Put that butter inside, look at it melting, so hot. Put that inside our garlic bread. Yeah, that is where it's at. That looks so good. Here we go, first bite of the garlic bread out bush. Oh dude, we've nailed it. Absolutely nailed it. That is so good. Look at that. Perfection. All right, this is the plan. I'm gonna sit down here next to that fire there. I'm gonna chill out. Probably see if I can go for another fish or not. If I can't fish, I'm just gonna pull the pin on fishing. I'll probably sit here, smash half this garlic bread, and then I'll get up real early in the morning and we'll do a seaweed check. I don't want to leave here without a ghost on the deck, so that's what we're gonna do. Wake up super early before the sun, have a fish. If there's no seaweed, try to get a ghost. If not, see where tomorrow takes us, eh? But this garlic bread is it's going down a treat. Bro. Oh, I'll see you in the morning. Peace. That is a good cup of coffee right there. Good bloody morning, doggies. I hope you guys are as good as I am. Have a go at this. We've got a big old full moon in the background over there. Over here in the east, we've got an incredible sunrise about to shoot up over that little sand dune. What a place to wake up. Have a go. This is incredible, mate. Been up since 4 o'clock this morning. This is the third barista session to hit my lips. And you would have seen just then on the drone footage, there is a shit ton of seaweed out in the water there. The seaweed you just seen in the drone footage, that's enough to ruin a fisherman's morning, and that's what it's done. I've been fishing since 4 o'clock. Can't even lob a bait out. 10 minutes, my bait's all the way down the coast down here with a massive chunk of seaweed on it. So seaweed's moved in, but look at this. Where else would you rather wake up? It is absolutely incredible. Sitting around the fire, having coffees, waiting for that sun to rise so I can have a yarn to the field day, fam. How good is this? Look at it. Cheers, good morning. All right, now it wouldn't be a morning without this. Here it is. Where is it? The damper from last night. It is so good, man. We would have been fingered without this damper because this entire episode, do you know I've been going right now for 24 hours. We've been going 24 hours on this mission trying to get some form of food around the fire, and damper is all we've got. I'm not complaining. I absolutely love damper. Anything cooked in the camp oven is good. There's a chunk of damper. Down here we got a little bit of honey. Just gonna rip a bit of honey out of there. Look at that. I'm gonna smash that honey onto that damper. Boom. How's that for breakfast? Honey, damper, coffee, fire, full moon, banging sunset, banging sunrise. That's what it's all about. Oh man. It's gonna be a good day. Oh damn! Oi! Oi, I'm gonna get the drone in the air really bloody quickly. I gotta get the drone up very fast. I'm just sitting there having me breakfast, a little bit of damper, a little bit of honey, FDYS coffee, and then I reckon that's a whale out there. There's a whale right on the edge of the shoreline here. If I had a fishing rod out, it would just about kiss the fishing line. It looks bloody close. Let's go and have a sniff of this whale, eh? He's up there, he's up there. Oh, he's right there. Oh, I'm gonna put the drone up. Wah! All right, here we go. We have got the drone up in the sky, sitting on 30% battery right now. It's not looking good, but we got the whales locked in. Look at this. Got a little calf and its mum just cruising out the back there. You can see all that seaweed on the screen right now. That seaweed is what is giving us dramas. Fishing wise anyway. These little whales are sitting pretty bloody deep right now. But that's a big old mama and her calf just cruising, man. Look at them. Here she comes, look at this. Boom, little baby, big mama. That is so sick. This is like legit right in front of our camp right now. Look at them. They're just cruising. Heading in the direction of the north, they are. That's seaweed, man, look at it all. That's what's stopping our silver ghost mission. Couple of whales just doing their thing. Magical. Look at that little baby. That was an extremely fun little mission. We didn't manage to get the ghost we came for, but that's why they call it fishing and not catching. I reckon if we didn't have so much seaweed this morning, we probably would have got that ghost on the deck. But it is what it is, mate. I absolutely live for this kind of thing. If you guys get the chance, make sure you get outside, make an effort, do something like this. It's good for the heart, it's good for the soul. Good for everything, mate. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys want to get your merch, these dope hoodies that keep you super warm, these hats that keep the sun off your noggin, go and smash fieldayshop.com. We got some incredibly good threads coming out there soon. So with that said, my doggies, thanks for watching. I love you all, and I'll see you in the next episode. I'll see you next week. You also must try this damper. It's insanely good, man. Honey and garlic, they actually go together.